I am back with Lab 9, and this is exercise 1 of 2, and this is going to be describing an oxidation reduction reaction, and I'll be back once I get that set up. So first it told me to grab my copper, my test tube, and my silver nitrate, and my tweezers here, and it said to make an observation. So my first observation of copper, as you can see, is rectangular and brassy colored. And then I'm going to take my silver nitrate, and it says to drip a drop of it on a paper towel. And this is a clear solution, and I'm going to dispose of my paper towel. So now I kind of have a weird setup here. I'm not going to keep it like that because it's very unstable, but I'm going in with my tweezers and taking 2 pieces of my copper and dropping it into my test tube, going in for one more. So now that I've got my 2 pieces of copper in here, I'm going to add the whole entire bottle of my silver nitrate in here with my copper. I'm going to do the rest off camera. So I'm now going to discard my silver nitrate. I have added all of its contents into my thing, and it says to observe it for 1 minute. And look, it is already turning kind of a brown. So my initial observation is that the copper is kind of fizzing, and it's kind of like bubbling, and it's smoky. And of course the silver nitrate is remaining clear. So I'm back after the 30 minutes, and my 2 pieces of copper have sort of crystallized, if you can tell. It's kind of like a crystallized, and it's kind of turned a greenish color, a greenish blackish color. And you know, my silver nitrate is remaining clear still. So my 7th step was to write out a balanced equation on one of my pieces of paper. So I have done so. So I'm fixing to now submit that into photo document 1. So all off camera, I kind of discovered everything. So I'm going to read it off to you from my label. So first off, the element that is oxidized is copper. And then my element that is reduced is silver. My spectator ion is nitrate. My oxidizing agent is silver nitrate. And my reducing agent is copper. So I've now moved on to exercise 2, creating an activity series. So first I'm going to start out with my well plate, my 24 well plate, and on a blank piece of paper, I'm going to sketch it out, and I'm going to do this off camera. I'm now going to go in and label each of my short stem pipettes with the element that's going to go in them, or the chemical. So now I've got my copper, and I'm going to take it and place one piece in A1, and another piece in well plate A2. So now I'm going in with my lead nitrate, and I'm going to get my pipette that's labeled, and I'm going in with 11 drops in A1. Okay, so observing an immediate observation of A1, you can tell that it's still bronze, and the solution is clear. In my previous video, I said 11 drops. It's 15, I'm sorry. I did put 15 drops in there before making an observation. It was just me and my words. But now I'm going to go in with my zinc nitrate, and it's going to be 15 drops into A2. And then we'll be on to the next step. So to make an observation of my well plate A2, you can come in real quick and get a look. It is the same as the last one. It's bronzy and it's clear. No change yet. So now I'm going to take 2 pieces of lead and place them on a paper towel. Okay, so in the instructions, it says that if my lead has any rust on it, which there is a few little specks of rust if you can see, to just file it off with the nail file, so I'm going to be doing that. I got my lead pieces shiny and pretty. Get an up close view, please. Look at how pretty and shiny this is. I'm going to place them into my B1 and my B2. And I'm going to place my paper towel into the garbage can. So, fun fact, I ran out of blue gloves, but I found these and they are the same as the blue gloves. But I'm going to continue with my lab. I've washed my hands and everything like the instructions said. And now it says that I need to go in with my copper sulfate, and I'm going to do about 15 drops into B1. So if you come into here, this is after a minute of my copper sulfate being in there. And look, there's bubbles starting to go around. And it's kind of making this color kind of a bronzy if you look at it. And while I'm here, I'm going to go into my B2 well plate and add 15 drops of my zinc nitrate. So it's been about a minute for my lead and my zinc sulfate. So if you want to get an up close view, it's kind of making my lead silver. Like if you look down in there, it's more silver where it is touching the liquid than it is where it's not. And while I've got you down there, I'm going to go ahead and add some of my mossy zinc to C1 and C2. So now I'm going to go in with my copper sulfate. Yes, copper sulfate. And I'm going to do 15 drops of it in well plate C. So I'm going to do this. So I want to show this observation for my C1 plate. Look at that. It's kind of turning like a red color, also kind of orangey. And while I've got you down here, I'm going to go ahead and add my PBNO32 and 15 drops of that, and I'm going to come back. So for my well plate C2, you can tell that it's turning black. So that is going to be my observation 1 minute after. So I'm back after 30 minutes, and as you can see in A1 here, there is no reaction, and A2 is the same way. And you can kind of tell that in B1, it's kind of starting to rust. And then in B2, there's not really anything going on, really. There's nothing happening. And then in C1, you can tell that the, it's just like a tint of like red from the zinc. And then in C2, it's a dark gray kind of forming around the zinc. You see how it's kind of fuzzy? Well, that is the end of my experiment, so I hope everybody has a great day.